Hey guys, it's Dread Captain James coming at you with another No Man's Sky video. It's been a while since I updated the way I have been doing my mine builds, so I thought we would take a minute and do another one with the way I do them now. I've had a lot of people asking for this in stream, so I thought, what the heck, let's go ahead and do it. Here we are currently looking at an S-class uranium deposit, and what we are going to do is go ahead and drop a base right here. I'm not going to waste time with it, and we are going to immediately start building it up. Now, if you know me, you know I tend to like using the timber side of stuff here, but you can use whatever you want. They're all the same sizes, so whatever you're most comfortable with. Timber uses carbon, so it makes it a little bit easier to obtain. What we're going to do is we're going to put 3 of the small square timbers up here for each extractor that we're going to be placing. What I like to do is I like to put the 3, then use a space, and then 8 additional in this kind of a grid, and that's where the supply depots are going to be. Then for ease of dropping over here, we use the larger squares, and this is where our cuboids are going to go. Now the cuboids are going to be our power supply. I like to use solar. So you're going to see me drop some glass cuboids here. I'm also going to be glitching these in, so you're going to see a little bit of fast forwarding here. You can manually place these if you want, but I like to glitch them in here so I get an absolutely perfect and dead center drop on these guys. I also would tell you that for this build, you're going to need 3 cuboids with a floor in between the 2 that you stack. You're going to have solar on the bottom and batteries on the top. And as you're going to notice, I might have messed up one of the placements on the solar, which is coming up in just a second. And you're going to see me scramble to fix it. Thank goodness we have fast forwarding abilities. I could have cut it all out, but I thought it was kind of funny. The reason this was so hard to actually place was because it went off center, or off rotation, I should say, and I finally figured it out. Anyway, so for those 3 original small timbers that we placed, those are going to be where our extractors are going to go. I'm also going to glitch them in too, so you're going to see some fast forwarding while I do that. Again, you can use those timbers as a means to place those should you want to. I'm doing the glitching option here because it will align them exactly perfectly. And if you're curious about this, there will be a link to how I use glitching and how to actually perform those maneuvers in this video as well. It can be a little time consuming, but I think for as tight and as perfectly aligned as this can be, glitching is really, really, really nice. All right, so there we go. We have it completed. This is what the mine looks like before we finish out all the rest of the flooring. It looks pretty good. You've got your supply depots off to the right, extractors in front, and then our power. I like to call it a big battery or a like a power supply. It'll never go off, which is really nice. And then what we're going to do is we are going to connect all of the piping. And I like to do it kind of in a circle, the way that we're doing this, all around the outside, so that every single one of them is connected. Just helps you to figure that out. And then the power part is really easy because this is all in a perfectly straight line, and it even connects directly to the cuboid exactly at dead center. So all your lines always look really, 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 really straight, which is really cool. Well, there you go. So now that is the basic idea. This will run indefinitely. The supply depots are going to be holding about 8,750 of uranium, and that will go until it fills up. You come and remove as much as you need, and it will continually, that was a good one, it will continually fill. Now for the rest of this, I always like to have a few other amenities placed at the base. And because of the weird floor plan, you kind of have to stagger some of this to make it work, which means, as you're going to see, I'm going to use some of the small small squares here so I can put one of the big ones in the middle and line it up with everybody else here. So all three of those are now looking pretty good. I like using these triangle guys on certain bases. These can help you kind of differentiate what you're putting aside here. And what I'm actually going to do is use that middle part as a walkway. I'm just so in the habit of actually putting a third piece there that I went and did it by accident. So what we're going to do is we are going to fill these guys out. We're going to make them OSHA safe here, put up some railings. Can't have any travelers accidentally falling off. We're going to make this a base that we upload so that if anybody is in the area, they can come down and use it if they need to. And as far as amenities go, we have two little alcoves made just the perfect size for a nice teleporter, which I'm glitching in here. Again, place it by hand if you're more comfortable doing that. And over here, we're going to need a large refiner, which I'm also going to be glitching in. This one took me a second. I haven't been using glitch builds for a while, so it took me a second to get it quite right. There we go. And there you have it. You have a beautiful base with a couple of amenities in it. Now, when you're dealing with your teleporter, you don't want this thing running all the time. It'll just burn your batteries up. It's not gonna use it all. But there's no point in using up what electricity you have. So a proximity switch is your best friend. I like to put it in that back corner because then you can run the wire right to the side of that cuboid. And again, perfectly straight wires. It looks real good. And it won't turn on until you walk close to it. It's a pretty cool little win. Now, it's kind of funny because the sun went down and you would assume that these guys would still run. They are still running, even though it doesn't look like they are. But for some reason, the animation completely stopped. Couldn't tell you why. Now, the last thing I like to do is drop one of these hide all the wire, what do they call it? A cloaking unit underneath. Even though we have all our lines nice and straight, I still like to hide them sometimes. There's one more thing I'm going to do, but I'm actually going to hide it from you because I'm going to put this in another video. And what I just did was build a custom landing pad. You're going to see it here in a second, but I'm not going to show you how to build it because I got to have more video content, right? So here it is. You can see where it is. This is a really nice wooden landing pad. It's pretty cool. I build these all the time on stream, so if you're ever curious, you can swing by and you'll probably catch me building one of these things. I like them a lot. They look really, really, really nice, and it's a lot more, it's a lot simpler than you might think to actually put together. And what's really cool about the entirety of this is if you're one of those maniacs like myself that likes to put your bases on stilts and stuff, this is actually pretty easy to do here, which I'm going to show you in just a second. Always make sure to take a nice picture of your base so that you remember what you're looking for and make sure it's uploadable so people can come and visit it. And here you go. So since the base is built in almost a symmetrical way, you can put a big ol' stilt made out of just the walls if you want, or you can use the prefab stilts if you like, but these lock in exactly dead center so you can have some really nice looking stilts and add a little bit of plausibility to your build. Boom. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. It's pretty simple. It's very effective. And you know what? It's not all that expensive to make. It takes carbon, some metal plates, a lot of metal plates. But in all honesty, you're going to be cranking out, 8750 of whatever it is you're looking for, gas or mineral. And it'll run forever. It's pretty easy. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the new updated version of my build. I really like this one. And if you're ever curious, come and hit me up in stream, on stream, in stream, whatever. I am live all the time at twitch.tv/DreadCaptainJames. I'd love to see you over there. And if you haven't already, a like and sub on the video would be super helpful. You have really no idea. It helps us get all this through the algorithm. All right, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy and I hope it works for you. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.